leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
This is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. I left Texas 9 years ago because Mr. Perry is a creepy little weirdo fuck. So, not one thing attractive about him. I've said, here's what I am attracted to in men, and here's what repulses me. He does what repulses me. So we all know that you're a little bullshit story, that this is about a date for you, is bullshit. Because if you wanted to win me over, I wouldn't be sleeping in my car. I've said that. I've said it over and over and over and over and over. And I won't be with a guy who peeps because you're a turnoff. It's illegal for a reason. I'm asking our shrink, why is he not embarrassed that he's got a peep and Tom problem? And she said he's mentally retarded, I believe. He needs to be tested. But I believe that he is mentally retarded and has no idea he should be. You and I wouldn't do that. You and I would be embarrassed to do that. It's weirdo. So it's deviancy. So why does he do it? And he has no idea he should be embarrassed too. Not a clue. And so he does. Also, when he's caught, how many times have I said he's trying to starve me out of Oklahoma? And if he's not stalking me, he wouldn't care. Dan Pope doesn't care. Steve Massengale doesn't care where I live. Why do you? Because you're going into court and under oath claiming that you're not stalking me, and I'm not in there. 3 times I have the burden of proof on me, and you won't let me into court to produce my evidence. Here's my evidence. So the conversation, what's the harm of letting her in to show evidence she doesn't have? 5 attorneys, seasoned attorneys, can't handle one woman with no law degree, not a lick of law school. Come on with that. That gave her a lot of credibility, in my mind. I guess yesterday, Buttram and Ridley, there was something about, why weren't they on testifying for Mike? They did tell the media they weren't fighting, so why didn't they testify? They could have changed the outcome. Cynthia's testimony could have changed the outcome, and all 3 of them were kept from the jury, from the deciding body, and that is perjury. So, I guess the determination was made, well, we weren't called, and our guess is Charles Perry and Dave Robertson were contacting Mitchell and Myers to make sure we weren't called. Cynthia just really got assertive in trying to make sure her testimony was heard somehow, some way. It's still sitting on the docket like a fucking meatball. There should have been a hearing. I wasn't called. I'm looking at, I was deposed. I'm looking at my, on the docket. I'm seeing my name is on the witness list, but my deposition is not up. So I filed motions to intervene. All of a sudden, Mr. Robertson retaliates. Mr. Perry retaliates. I don't have any money to pay my electric bill. So I did a week with no electricity and no food. That is called witness tampering, violating Title 18 of the United States Code 1512, 1513. You're about to go to prison. I'm very good at what I do, very effective. You're seeing things happen you've not seen before. It's different when you do it to me. Why is that, Mr. Perry? Why is it, Mr. Robertson? It's different when you do it to me. There's some big fat guy in a room. You're mafia or something. What? You sit behind a computer like a coward, grow a pair, and you come threaten me to my face. And you did this thing with my school loan. So first I have a stipend that they delayed. Secondly, I've elected, when I first did the loan acceptance, to get excess funds. They went in and changed it. I went in and changed it back. They went in and changed it again. Let's make her starve so she has to leave Oklahoma. Wow. But you're not stalking me, so what do you care? I'm very, very effective at what I do, or all you dudes, you sick little fuck dudes, wouldn't be sitting around trying to figure out how to make me fail. I'm very, very good at fighting your crime. You're scared of me like a bunch of coward pussies. I'm threatening to you, or you wouldn't attack me. You wouldn't bother. What kind of men starve women and kids? Huh? What kind of pathetics do that, David? Thank you, David. My guys are like, we're getting calls. People want to use you. When is she going to be done? When is she available? We'd like to use her. We've got something here for her. You want me to leave Oklahoma. When you're in jail, I'll leave Oklahoma. Right now, I'm assigned here. You're obstructing justice, David. You're obstructing justice, Charles, again. How am I getting the information that you just said? How do I know that you guys are starting to ask about why Ty Buttram and why Chief Ridley did not testify for Mike, in addition to me? Why were we intentionally concealed? What do you have to hide? A reporter tells us, had they done what she said in March 2020, give her money back and get Michael out of jail and leave her the fuck alone. Had she continued to assert that they killed Chief Miller, we would think she was wrong, if not a little crazy, even if they did it. Because it looks like they didn't. They got Mike home. She's not hurting for money. There's no evidence of coercion and retaliation. Charles, you're not home. You repulse me. Your delusion is a joke. You have no idea the people that make fun of you behind your back because you're so delusional. You say things that don't make sense. You're the butt of a dirty joke, for real. Behind your back. If we know what you say, we got our ear to the ground in a lot of places. You are being made fun of all the time. Cuckoo bird. He's just not all there. He thinks that's his girlfriend. She won't even talk to him. What a whack job. And you don't treat women like that. That's not how you get a date. I don't think it's even about a date for him. I think it's about sex trafficking. I think he sold her, took half the money up front, and can't deliver to get the rest of it. And so he's under a lot of pressure. Mafia guy, to my face, bitch. Get out from behind your computer, grow a pair, and you come threaten me to my face. You're the one that did the school thing, aren't you? You and Charles. Come see me, to my face. You know where I am. You're stalking me. To my face, bitch. Threaten me. Okay? I'm effective at fighting your crime or you wouldn't do what you're doing. 24/7. How can we make her fail? Because I'm really good at what I do. So what that did is it put me on the map in places you have no idea. Thank you, David. Oh, we thought you were the smart one. So we get this, that conversation, sir. We get more the more you fuck with me. When he passes her and takes her money, things happen we've not seen before. Charles types in my phone, I'm coming. Wow, retarded man. Nope. That's not what we said we wanted you to do, is it? You're struggling to understand what people say to you, aren't you? Because your response is always a fail. Always a fail. That is not what we asked you to do, is it? What were you asked to do, sir? Do you know? What does it mean that it's different when you do it to me? Do you know? Do you know? You're struggling to understand what people say, aren't you? Would you call my cousin today, Craig and Dana? Just have a talk with them today? See, when you do it to me, it's different. You get caught. Whatever you did, undo it. I told you to leave my family alone, didn't I? What did they do? Oh, let's go see our family. Who stole it on us? How did she find out about that? When you bother me, the longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. So the reporter says, here's the thing, though. They didn't get Mike out. Again, we have a fraudulent court proceeding, and she's starving to death. So they clearly killed that chief, didn't they? Which reporter was it? Nobody will tell you. You're the offender. Nobody's going to help you. But I'm very, very good at what I do, or you wouldn't be so pathetic and desperate right now, would you? You're putting me on the map. I couldn't be happier. This is going to end. You're going to go to jail, and we don't have to deal with your, sicko problems anymore. A little girl, Charles, a 1-year-old little girl, can sit around watching TV playing with a doll all day long. You are pathetic. I left because you're pathetic. You're a turnoff. You disgust me, and I don't want you to come here. That's the problem, stalker. That's the problem. So how many of you men sit around trying to figure out how to make me fail and starve me into a lie and starve me out of Oklahoma? Come say it to my face, you pussy. You coward sitting behind a computer. Say it to my face. Grow a pair. Be a man and come threaten me to my face. All right? So we get you talking to my cousin. We get you talking about Ty Buttram and Jerry Ridley. Why they didn't testify? Because y'all were butting in. Calling Mike, Gene Mitchell, and Travis Myers. How much did you pay him? How much did you pay him, Charles? Why is it different when you do it to me? I'm very effective at fighting your crime, and you guys are pathetic and desperate, and that's why you're attacking me. If I wasn't good at it, you wouldn't bother, would you? You're not attacking random girl in Ohio. You're attacking me. I couldn't be happier. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter, criminal. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the compliment, David. That you're that desperate. You're that desperate. Old guy that's, plans all, whoever you're, mafia, fucking, this is, you're this pathetic. You look exactly as stupid as this fuck right here, cuckoo bird.
Make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there. Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're gonna get
Well, fuck, you can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're gonna
Is
bring
that
the
a
whole fucking
threat?
army.
I don't give a fuck.
How does this make you feel? You're filming.
What we said is, for years I've said this, starting with the McNamara email. It's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. And it's the same every day for 7 years. We're quoting you. When he pesters her, your guy said, when he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. And your other guy said, we've never had one of our exploitation, voyeurism victims figure out we had cameras in their house. See, most of them don't know. But I did, early on. And we've never had one send us an invoice. We've never had one sue us. We've never had one solve a murder we committed to cover all that up. But I have. Why is it different when you do it to me? Princess Cuckoo Bird, why is it different when you do it to me? Answer the question, little fucktard. Why is it different when you do it to me? You're a sick, twisted, sick son of a bitch. I know you are practicing child pornography. I know that you're a cop killer. I know that you're a serial killer. I know a lot of things. Because I'm in the need to know, and other people aren't. I am. Why is it they picked me? And the more you bother me, the more we get. And you're worried about Wish Camper in the media finding out? We can't let Wish Camper in the media get this. Wow. You have no idea what you just said. You have no fucking idea what you just said. It speaks to your delusion that you would be worried about that. Because that's actually, sir, the least of your worries. That is the least of your worries. Why is it's different when you do it to me? How pathetic and desperate that you would try to ruin me. You're not stalking, you don't care where I live. Right? You went into court. You claimed under oath you're not. So what is it your business where I live? You're into sex trafficking. Now, I'll do the disclaimer, use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law just yet. But I know better. You've done so many things that I said before. He's trying to starve her out of Oklahoma. Yep, I'm sleeping in my car. Now you're getting into my college money. Right? Caught you getting in my college money. I told the school, I have a stalker hacker who cloned my phone. He can do anything from my phone I can do. I didn't change it. He did 3 times. So, that's part of your, we gotta starve her until she lies. I told you so. So there's so many of those. People start laughing when you say she needs to say use allegedly. Because you keep doing what I say. We get specific information, we get detailed. And you're worried about the medium. Wish Camper? Right? Wow. Why would you be worried about that? That's the least of your worries. Those two, the media and the Wish Camper, are the least of your worries. Who got the information from you and gave it to me? Who gave me the Fabian puzzle in jail? Who did that? That's who you need to worry about. You guys are all mentally retarded or something. You got to be able to put that together in your head by yourselves. We have to say the same thing over and over and over and over. Mr. Perry, if you wanted to date with me, you would do what I like. You do nothing I like. You do everything repulsive to me. So shut up about this being a date. It's not about a date even for you. It's about sex trafficking. You trafficked me. You sold me. And you can't deliver. You don't know what you're dealing with. You can't even understand what people say to you. It's embarrassing. And you're too stupid to know you should be embarrassed enough to stop. When you bother me, when you take my money, we get more. Because my guys get pissed off. They don't think it's cute. I'm very good at doing what I do. I've got stuff nobody else has. They get stuff nobody else has. And you act like you have no fucking idea what the hell that means. You're struggling to understand what people say, aren't you? You have Huntington's disease, and we can tell. It is showing up. It doesn't get any more dumb than you. I mean, it doesn't. You sound just as stupid as this man.
My father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that the
feel?
one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a threat?
fucking army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel?
All right, everybody. So in retaliation for my testimony for a police officer who was murdered, I believe by David Robertson and Charles Perry. And let me finish the disclaimer. Use allegedly, apply the but-for legal standard and the reasonable prudent individual standard, and I assert all constitutional rights. Now, if you didn't murder Chief Miller, it's really hard to tell due to the retaliation every day, all the time. Mr. Perry is claiming that he's not stalking me, but he's trying to force me out of Oklahoma, where I came to get away from him and be with my family. He has been around my family more than I am, to the extent that we got a recording of someone asking, I believe, Mr. Powell. I think something's wrong with Mr. Perry. I just spoke to him. I'm a little concerned about his mental status, because he seemed to think that's his family, and that is not his family, that is her family. So the way he was talking, it sounded like he truly believes that is his family. It is not his family, it is her family. I never introduced you to them. I would never take you around them. What were you talking to my cousin Craig about today? Huh? You don't think we got that too? You're trying to get my college money, my stipend, and my college excess funds and all that stuff. Those are federal funds, David, and that's the second time you've done that. I'm sorry, the third time you've done that, David. You wouldn't bother fucking with me if I weren't effective at stopping your crime. You look pathetic, and you look desperate, and you look like a girl. Why don't you grow a pair? You got mommy issues and no class. Because classy people handle that by keeping that within their own family, and you go see a shrink. And you don't bother other people with it. You look like trailer park trash, all of you. The ones that help you is the best you can do. You go home and tell your kids how you helped you're the bitch of a sex weirdo. That's your legacy, right? Are you not watching what I'm doing? I'm effective, or they wouldn't be after me. Having the little meetings with a bunch of dudes or princesses. How can we make one woman fail? She's that good. I'm that good. I have help. That's what you should be worried about, not Wish Camper and the media. And if you really understood what's happening here, you would know that, and I wouldn't have to tell you. Charles, you're telling me you want to come here. I don't want you here. That's the problem. You're the herpes of Oklahoma. Everybody was sick and tired of having to deal with you. You're like cancer. You're like herpes. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Everybody wants you gone. We don't have problems getting information, sir. You do. Because everybody's sick of this. The longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. The more you're here bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering, the more we get. And it's been that way every day for 7 years. Doesn't get any more slow than you. Didn't say I wanted you here, did I? I said, fuck off. I'm not going to call you. I don't want any contact with you. I've made that very clear. You're breaking the law. You're pissing people off. You're getting told on. You need to act like you understand what I just said. You're pissing people off. You're breaking the law. You're getting told on. You look pathetic and desperate the harder you go at me. I'm very effective, or you wouldn't do that. So the reporter says, clearly she was right and they did kill Chief Miller, because you got 4 fraud cases now where she's not in court. They're intentionally concealing everything she has and everything she has to say. What is the harm of letting her in court to show evidence she doesn't have? And I want to put you and David on the stand. And you're too coward to face me on the stand, aren't you? And she's broke. So you have evidence of coercion and evidence of violating Title 18 of the United States Code 1512, 1513. And part of that is grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce with intent to coerce. And that includes my student loan money, any stipend money, any DoorDash money, any Uber Eats money, any Grubhub money, any money at all. You're about to go to prison, all of you. And the more you do, the more you give us. You know, we kept thinking maybe they'll stop and then there won't be anything else to get. You guys just can't control yourselves, can you? You're committing the crime. You're making everybody mad. You're getting told on. You have leaks. We do not have leaks. We don't make the phone calls you guys make. Is it you? Stop stopping my crime. Is it you? Please stop stopping my crime. I'll pay you. I'll make it worth your while. I am the sex weirdo, she says. I am. I just, you know, can I be candid with you? I am the sex weirdo, she says. I am. I need you to cover it up. We need her to apologize. I need you to put her back in jail so she has no choice but to apologize because we've put so much duress on her. We got to make her lie. Unbearable pressure and duress to make her lie. I'll make it worth your while. I'll pay you. And, you know, okay. Duly noted for the record. See, we get detailed information of your crime that nobody else has gotten. And the least of your worries is which camper in the media. You guys are something. You can tell you're not grasping what's happening. You have no fucking grasp on it. You just got a disconnect in your heads. All of you. All of you do. Charles has Huntington's disease or something. Like an old, you know, little Alzheimer's or something. We have to say the same thing over and over and over. In my life, I've never had to repeat myself this much or explain metaphors, analogies, sarcasm, snark, or when I'm making a point. Like I have with you fucktards. It's embarrassing. It is pathetic. You look pathetic and desperate and stupid. So you want to threaten me, don't do it behind a computer. Sitting around calling my school or changing things online. Why don't you grow a pair and do it to my face, you stupid little pussy coward? Threaten me to my face. If I'm, you know, am I that scary? We gotta starve her until she lies. And I'm going, I told you so. I did say. I've been saying that. We've got, how many recordings do we have of that? What are they gonna do with them, Charles? What does it mean that we have that? Why is it different when you do it to me? Fucktard, answer that question. Answer the question. Why is it different when you do it to me? All of you. Answer that fucking question. Why is it different when you do it to me? You will never get a date with me. Charles, you're weirdo. You repulse me, and you know that. I don't like men like you. I think you're a girl. A 1-year-old little girl can sit on there, sit down, watch TV, pretend, and play with a doll, and you don't do anything but that all day long. Get off your ass and go work. You want to be impressive? Go be impressive. And you can't do that bothering me all day. I'm not, you know, I don't fall in love with guys like you. Sometimes I wish you would come try to see me so I could kick your ass. Just beat the fuck out of you. Maybe you'll start acting like a dude. You embarrass the hell out of me. I wouldn't walk in a room with you for millions. You embarrass the fuck out of me. You're a strange-o. You're bizarre, you're boring, you're stupid, you're pathetic, you're sick, you're twisted, and you're cruel. And your cruelty is getting you told on. And you don't get that. You have no idea what I'm saying right now, do you? Nope. You act like you have no fucking idea what people say to you. Your response is always way the fuck out there somewhere. Just like his. Like this.
That's okay.
And people are like, the fuck? What in the fuck? Right? Didn't even make sense, did he?
Leave me alone. I don't want to pray for this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
She had to repeat herself. Yep. Never have I had to repeat myself this much in my life. Fucktards. You see that, David? Charles's name isn't on that. Fabian's name isn't on that. Didn't you tell me Fabian didn't want me? And then you changed it. He just wants to fuck you. And I'm like, well, let us fucking be done with it. Why are you guys dragging this on and on and on and on if that's all it is? And then you said, actually, he and Charles fought over you for months. And I said, I want who I want. It's not up to Charles. Charles is a stalker. A delusional, rejected, fail stalker. Power guys can get a date without having to kidnap. You play with a doll. I won't go out with a man, a grown-ass man that plays with a doll. You're alone and, with your dolly, your blow-up dolly or whatever. Weirdo. Not my kind of guy. I don't go out with men who are cruel to women. I told you what attracts me. You do the opposite. You don't want to date. You're married to being a sadist. That's your wife. Where's Jackie when you bother me? And sit around playing with a doll. Does she know about your doll? Let's tell her. Let's tell everybody what you do with your doll. Yeah, it's weirdo. It's sick. He's a fucked up dude. Crime causation. Sexual homicide. Read the book. It was written by the guy who did the FBI profiling. Read it. It's you. It's you. And nobody's caught the crime like we have. The guys that gave me that. David, you're pissing them off. Dude, the big dude, your mafia, whatever, is too scared to say it to my face. Can't get to Wish Camper or the media. Wow, that's the least of your worries. If you only knew. You guys are slow. So, because you did this to me, you're talking to my cousin, talking about Ty Buttram and Chief Ridley, why they didn't testify. We weren't called. They weren't called, but, I'm sorry, not we, they weren't called. And we think that that was due to the influence of David and Charles calling Mitchell and Myers. Make sure those people don't testify. It's called suborning perjury, right? It's called suborning perjury. And it's all, in the law cases are here. I even listed the law cases on my disclaimer that we put out right there. You know why? The prosecutor told me to. The prosecutor that's after y'all told me to. What day are they going to arrest you, princess? Here it is. Strom and Vreeland. The perjury right here. You suborned it. You influenced because you did kill Chief Miller. You tried to kill Mike too and he didn't die, so you did the same thing to him that you did to me when I didn't die when you spiked my drink with arsenic. It's your MO. It's a pattern, not a coincidence, right? You tried to kill me again the other day, didn't you? You know why I believe that? And it wasn't just some fluke thing? Because all the recordings of y'all talking about, we got to run her off the road. Get her on the highway and run her off the road. You tried. I just matrixed that thing. And God and angels protected me. You guys are something. I'm glad I'm that much of a threat to your crime. You have no idea. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. Nice to meet you, criminal. We're going to tell your victims you're safe now. Mr. Perry, shut up. Why is it, Charles Perry? Do you think I care what you think? Why do you continue to try to communicate with me like you think I care what you think and you think I want to help you? And nobody understands why you think that. Why do you think that, sir? I didn't ask you what you think. I said get the fuck out of my life and don't contact me again. So why is it you think I care what you think? You don't even make sense. You don't understand a word I say. Your responses are always bizarre. They're not in line with someone who understood what was just said to him. You're truly mentally fucked up. Our shrink is certain that if you're tested, it'll show that you're mentally retarded severely. And you just fucking don't understand what people are saying to you. And you're not processing what's happening. Like a reasonable, prudent individual. That you just fucking don't know. I don't care what you think. That's not at all what I said. I said, fuck off. And don't bother me anymore. Don't contact me again or my family. And when you do it anyways, then we really get mad. Where I live is none of your business, butt-in. You said you're not a stalker. You are. Or you wouldn't care where I live. I'm a threat to the crime. Thank you. I couldn't be happier. Could not be happier. David, you're the big one to thank for that. Thank you, David. And the rest of you guys, the best you can do is be the bitch of a sex weirdo. That's all you got? I don't know what to say. That's pathetic. That's what you're passing on to your children for the rest of their lives. Because this is going to end, and you're going to have explaining to do. This is going to end. We're not getting these recordings for nothing. We're not getting them for nothing. We're getting them for court. Princess Cuckoo Bird, you can't understand a word I just said. I don't want a thing to do with you. You're a turnoff. You're ugly to me. You're repulsive to me. You're repulsive in prisoners. Lucky and Mike were talking about the Epstein case right before the murder. Why is that? Why were they talking about that? Huh, David? They were a threat to you too. They were getting ready to put you in jail, weren't they? Or you wouldn't have killed Lucky. Had you got Mike home and there wasn't fraud, where you intentionally concealed material facts from the deciding body for the fourth time, and for the fourth time I'm kept from testifying, and if there wasn't evidence that you're trying to put me under unbearable duress to force me to lie or do or say something I don't want to do, then people would not believe me when I say you killed the chief. You're making it look like you did. It's so easy, it's not fair. So there's the court cases that have determined what exactly suborning perjury is and perjury by concealment. And you got some shitstorm, legal shitstorm headed your way quickly. Charles, I'm not going to help you. We all just want you to go away, Herpes of Oklahoma. Nobody invited you here. I left. Grow a pair and move on. Grow a pair and move on. Stop acting like a girl. You embarrass the hell out of me. So this is my loan thing. I have to fucking put my private financial information on the internet so my money doesn't get all fucked up. And this is the third time I changed it. Well, I did it initially, accept the excess funds. They changed it. I had to go back and fix it. They changed it again. I had to fix it again today. Then you delayed my stipend money too, didn't you? Get out of my wallet, or don't complain when we quote you and we find out you talked to my cousin today. When we find out the conversation about why Ty Buttram and Jerry Ridley didn't testify for Mike. When we're quoting you every day, over and over and over. Wish Camper can't find out, the media can't find out, and those two are the least of your worries. Right? Over and over, you're caught. We got to get her back to Texas so we can do more to hurt her. Who got that? Came because I'm broke. We got that one because you pissed my guys off and they found out. That's what you said. That's the McNamara email. You're so disturbed. You're disturbing people and making everybody wildly uncomfortable with your attack on me. And you're showing that I'm very effective at fighting your crime or you wouldn't bother. How many men try to make me fail? All of this. Provocation and ruling out entrapment. You used Gene Mitchell and Travis Myers to ask me questions to try to make the claim that's here. We're gonna send her home and harass the fuck out of her, and when she complains, we're gonna lie under oath and say she's harassing us. Which you can't say there was no such plan because you did it twice in civil court. Yeah, so then it's another I told you so. I did say let's take her money so she can't pay her rent and interfere with her contract and commerce with intent to coerce and make her do something she doesn't want to. Say it to my face, fat guy, big fat guy. You think you're tough? You're hiding behind a computer. Grow a pair and come talk to me face to face like a man. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. Nice to meet you, criminal. I've done more to stop your crime than anybody you know. Don't forget that. When you talk to me, remember who it is you're talking to, okay? Mike was drugged. I said it before. That was confirmed in deposition. They didn't even... Travis Myers. This went to Travis Myers. He hadn't even taken depositions yet. He didn't even know. Or did he? Yep. Look at that. You need to remember who it is you're talking to. Doesn't have a mark on him. Not even in the arrest report. Yes, I talked to Lucky. Yes, I talked to Lucky. Yes, I talked to Lucky. But it's none of your business. Is it? How'd you know? See, like you want to coax me to Texas? Starve me to Texas? How you coaxed Mike to Pensacola because you had nefarious intent. We've got you on Maine's Ray, and we got you on premeditation. And I told you so. I did say. You're pathetic and desperate, attacking me the way you have. Charles, you're pathetic and you're desperate, attacking me the way you have. Nobody cares what you think. You weren't asked. No one cares. We're all sick of hearing it. Now, act like you understand me. Retarded man, act like you understand me. What does it mean that it's different when you do it to me? Nobody asked you what you think. Shut up and get away from me. Nobody understands why you think I care what you think. I don't want you here. I said fuck off, didn't I? The more you bother me, the more we get. The more you bother me, the more we get. The more you bother me, the more we get. The longer Mike's in jail, the longer I'm broke, the more you're here invading my privacy, the more we get. It has been that way since the McNamara email of 2015, every fucking day. Now, doesn't get any more slow than y'all. Why is that, Charles? Why is that? Why is that? Why is it different when you do it to me? You don't understand a fucking thing I just said, do ya? Yep. It went right over your head, didn't it? What does this email right here mean? What does it mean that I have that? You don't know, do you? You don't know, do you? You're that stupid and retarded, aren't you? I'm sorry, but that's not my problem. When your retardation becomes a criminal matter and it's causing me a loss, I get to be pissed off about it. I get to call you a fucktard. I'm talking over your head, aren't I? You know, I have no idea what I just said, do you? You're pathetic and you're desperate, or you wouldn't attack me. I wouldn't be broke right now. You wouldn't retaliate against a witness in the murder trial of a police officer, David. Thank you for proving me out. And a whole bunch of recordings and a shrink. You guys are something. It is so easy, it is not even fair. And the rest of you, really the best you can do is be the bitch of a sex weirdo? You can't do anything better than that. I don't even know what to say. It's embarrassing. How embarrassing. Whatever the way it is that you live your life, you're strapping your children with that for the rest of your life. And right now, you've made both of my kids hate my guts. Fine. There'll be a day this ends, and they're going to wish they hadn't done what you said. Charles, you're creepy. You have no chance of a date with me because you're creepy and you're cruel. And you're sick and you're twisted. And you have no fucking idea what I'm saying. What do? Go to dinner with some guy that watched me in the privacy of my home, tell me what I did all day? I already know what I did all day. You know what to turn on? Men who work and have something interesting to talk about. Watch, he won't do that all day. He'll bother me and bother me and bother me. And why doesn't she like me? I do everything she doesn't like. Why doesn't she like me? Where's my Patsy and my blanket and my dolly? You're alone for a reason. You're told on for a reason, fucktard. You're pathetic. I left. Grow a pair, act like a regular dude, and go be with your wife, Jackie. Bother her. She signed up for that. I didn't. I signed up to get you elected, and that's it. The rest of it's just icing on the cake, isn't it? You can't control yourself. It's embarrassing. You embarrass me. So, what does it mean that we have this? Just this document here. Y'all don't know, do you? You have no idea, do you? You're worried about Wish Camper in the media. We laughed. We thought that was funny. Like, wow, that's what they're worried about? Wow, they really have no idea what's happening. They don't know. They just fucking don't know. So, I mean, do what you do. But understand how the rest of the planet sees you, weirdo.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting.
Leave me